All right, we are back. We have Mr. GeorgeNotFound and WilburSoot. Welcome, you guys.
How are you guys feeling?
George, you first.
I'm nervous. I'm scared. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Look how intimidating Wilbur
Yeah,
looks
he's
right
a
now.
very scary man.
Is he giving you scary vibes right now?
He is. He is.
I have a good idea of what's gonna happen.
Wilbur, what do you think is gonna happen?
Well, considering this is like my 4th time ever playing.
Don't tell him that! Don't tell him that! Wilbur, you need to capitalize on that fear, okay? You are the confident one.
Is it a psychological game, chess?
Yes, it
Oh,
always
okay.
is.
It's all in the brain.
I can psych out the GOG. That's something I can try.
Psych out the GOG, there you go.
Yeah.
You know, you may not be as experienced in chess, but we can use these mind games.
Exactly. Wilbur, since you are the lower rated player, you get to pick heads or tails for your color. What are you feeling today?
Tails.
All right, let's see. Alex dropped it. Nice.
Oh gosh, it's heads.
Oh no. What does that mean?
That means, George, what color do you prefer to start off with?
I would prefer to start with white.
It's okay, because Wilbur plays better with the black pieces anyway.
I knew this. I wanted to give him an advantage.
Makes sense.
All right, Wilbur, so you are going to be having the black pieces.
Okay.
I know you've played for maybe 4 games, but this is going to be kind of a cool tournament experience, so hopefully that killer instinct you got going on right now with that.
Just take it like a game of GeoGuessr, Wilbur. You have to be number 1. You're taking down all these other competitors around the world, pinpointing the countries.
Yeah, there are a lot of parallels between chess and GeoGuessr. That's right. I definitely can see that.
It's the same game.
Just pretend that you're picking the country when you're checkmating. Easy dubs.
Yeah, easy. Okay, yeah, easy. I can do that.
Now I'm even more nervous.
George actually looks a little nervous.
I know.
I'm gonna lose.
I actually think George is more nervous than Wilbur right now.
All right.
I've got nothing to lose.
True.
All right, well, we're gonna let you guys get started with the game. George has the white pieces, Wilbur has the black pieces, and we'll be right back. Good luck to both of you. You both have a ton of fans in the chat.
Thank you.
Oh my God, they started. Okay.
They started. Okay, let's go.
Oh my God, we're muted. Test. Oh.
No. George and Wilbur was muted.
You guys, they're muted? What is Wilbur doing? Is he doing push-ups?
Actually, we talked about that.
Wait, where did he go? We lost Wilbur.
What is Wilbur doing?
Wilbur.
What was he doing back there?
Sir, we
Please
need you to make a move, Wilbur.
I mean, 15 seconds. I don't know if that was a push-up. Would we consider that a push-up?
Oh my God.
Okay.
What was that? Okay, I think he's trying to intimidate him.
Yeah. I told you, the psychological games. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so far, George is playing the most
Yes!
common opening. They're playing theory here. So King's Pawn, you want to get your king in the center. They look like they could be grandmasters so far. The Roy Lopez opening is one of the most commonly played ones. So you can tell that, George clearly knows his stuff, and Wilbur somehow learned theory in those 4 games. I think he's trying to pretend he's the underdog, but has Wilbur been training?
I didn't know there was going to be trash talk going on, but if there is, we could also unmute them. And I think they added that on their own.
I mean, if our producer can unmute them and we can
We're happy to hear them.
That would be good. If we can't do it for this round, we'll try in the future.
Sounds
totally flexible.
I'm already just happy because when I was playing last night with a few of the participants, and everyone would lose their e-pawn in the first 10 moves. So I'm already proud that Wilbur has defended it.
Yeah, so he has been defending everything, and it looks like if George takes the knight,
then it's not going to be defended.
Actually, this is an opening trap, but I don't know if Wilbur has gotten that far. And here, now that this pawn is defended, it might actually become a problem. So if George takes the knight, he is playing very well, and he is going to see that free pawn.
And he didn't take it. Okay. So I guess the rating difference here, tactics aren't too different for them. All right, let's see. Opening is still pretty solid though. Both are playing pretty theoretical positions.
Okay, so George didn't take the knight, but what you notice is that George is already up a minute here. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Cash App. I really appreciate it.
And Cash App, thank you for helping us. This event could have been done without them. And we have their code if you guys want to get some free money in the audience. You can use your cash tag.
Yeah, you guys, the players are muted so that they can focus on their game because it's way harder to play with trash talk. As we said though, Today is about the players, it's about the viewers, so we're gonna try to adapt to what people like. That being said, we can't do it right now because we'd have to check, so we'll look on that in between a break. So if you guys don't mind not spamming it, we would appreciate it. Okay, so let's keep going.
I feel like Wilbur did. Okay,
why is Wilbur laughing? He looks like he's at a comedy show. He castled and he's probably
honestly,
like, oh, you didn't see that coming.
We don't know their trash talk, but I think whatever Wilbur is saying is working because Wilbur is playing stronger than normally and George is playing a little bit weaker than normally. So I think it's going well.
Why is everybody cheering for the underdog? You know what I mean? I feel like that's a very common thing. This is a great move by George. What he's trying to do is open up his bishop here. What would you like to see from Wilbur in this position, Andrea?
Honestly, just a safe move like d6. I'm just worried about that e5 pawn hanging with the knight on c6 under attack because as I watch from their games, as soon as they lose one pawn, it'll start to go downhill. So I really want him to save that center pawn.
Yeah, because it's a psychological thing. They start going, oh my god, I lost a pawn and next my queen and then I'm getting checked.
Yeah, exactly.
They just spiral down, you know? But that's okay.
He's doing a long time, only down like 50 seconds. You know, those push-ups were worth the 15.
Yeah.
I hope there's not gonna be a big time difference, but so far it's so good.
Yeah, he did it!
Guys! Wilbur played
head.
really good today. Much better than I've ever seen him play. Maybe it was because he was really tired during our lesson because it was like 2 a.m.
Yeah. Do you think he's just copying George here though?
That is also a possible idea.
Do you think Wilbur is sitting next to George in class copying his notes?
It's working. Now that I think about it, except for the bishops,
Wait a second. Is Wilbur just copying George?
You know what? It's going fine for him, and it's definitely intimidating George.
That's okay. But George, what he's doing right now is he's offering a trade. So these bishops, they're worth the same in value. So Wilbur's bishop is already protected by the pawn. He doesn't have to move it, but if he leaves it there and George takes his bishop, he's gonna give them double pawns. And double pawns are really weak because you cannot defend them, which means maybe he should be the one taking the bishop. White takes back, and now we have the pawns doubled on George's perspective. It's not so bad though, because the pawns are in the center. What would you be impressed to see here, Andrea?
If Wilbur takes, I will be very impressed because once again, a big pattern I noticed is the pawn structure is a main weakness, and I'm worried if his pawn doubles up on the c file, it's going to be a big disadvantage. So I really hope he trades bishops. Okay, he has a plan. He's throwing off George. He's gonna come for that bishop. He's gonna scare him away.
Yeah, it's like the little sneak attack, sneaky, you know. So usually you want to develop your bishops first, but what he's doing is he's putting his rook on a more active square, maybe with the idea of b5 and pushing his pawn. So if he sees this plan, then it's very nice.
Yeah.
And Wilbur is playing faster than we expected, so that's pretty good. He is down about a minute, but as the underdog and the black pieces, this is a really good show so far. George is laughing, but we see the fear inside.
Yeah, I actually think they're pretty equal in the opening. Okay. Oh my goodness. What is George doing here?
This is not a good idea. Do you want to explain why, Andrea?
All right. There's a few things. So first, let's consider what if Wilbur takes, Alex? Well, let's say White's going to take back with their knight. Wilbur is going to take with their knight. Bishop takes. We trade everything. It doesn't look too bad if Black takes, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad in that situation. So actually, maybe this move isn't as bad as it seems. Let's see if there's anything tricky White can do after that. Honestly, you guys can look at the computer evaluation, which is negative 2.68, which means that Wilbur is up almost 3 pawns. That being said, nobody plays like a computer, so that's just there to give you guys a general feel of who is doing better right now.
I think if Wilbur trades d4 and then follows his plan, he's pretty set from the opening. Yeah. But I don't know if he'll trade first. Okay.
Wilbur, what about the bishop?
He tried to counterattack, but the knight is just going to be a trade, so we're just giving his bishop.
Andrea, do you think he noticed it's a free bishop yet, or is he just focused on his own plan here?
I don't know if he did, but I know George definitely noticed. See, now this is what I'm curious. If one of them realizes they blunder, and since they're talking to each other, if they're going to give it away, But hopefully, Wilbur's keeping his calm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
he
George
doesn't notice.
Take it, George! George! There's the bishop, George!
Okay, George! I'm disappointed in him. No way! Well, you know what? It's okay.
One could say that bishop not found.
True.
I'm sorry.
Well, actually, all right. The game is back in Wilbur's advantage if he trades again.
Yeah, so...
And he doesn't really have a choice. So George is kind of forcing... Oh, never mind. We are still giving him the bishop.
Nobody cares about this little bishop. He's just been hanging out there chilling. Who is going to see the bishop first? Is it going to be George? Is it going to be Wilbur?
What if no one ever finds it the entire
George
game?
found it. He took the bishop.
You know, George had some mercy.
And now Wilbur sees what happens, and he knows. Wilbur finally realizes what happened with his bishop, but he shouldn't give up here. He should not give up. Come on, Wilbur. That's just a bishop. It took George a while to find it.
You know, there'll be more bishops in the future. Don't worry. Lost one bish, we'll get it back later.
You're talking about bishops, right, Andrea?
Bishes, yes.
Bishes,
That's what we call them.
All right, 99 problems and his bishes are one, but
okay, that's enough, Alex, that's enough.
All right, so what do you think is the best chance for Wilbur to come back in this game?
I mean, I think there will definitely be more blunders coming up. So right now, he just needs to try to hold his position. So a quiet move here, or even he could follow his plan with b5. Well, no, because en passant, it's a little bit complicated. But there's a lot of quiet moves that Wilbur could play, even a queen move, anything. But I'm worried that Wilbur's going to be more aggressive and try to attack like he just did, and then we're going to lose another piece.
Yeah, and what is important for Wilbur is that he doesn't freak out now that he made a mistake. So he does have to recover here, and hopefully this is more of a psychological thing than a chess thing. When something bad happens to you, you tend to just wait and look back and kick yourself down, but what you gotta do is get back up, right, Andrea?
All right, let's see how Wilbur's gonna recover. I think he's chatting a little bit too much. You know, we're down some good minutes here.
Come on, Wilbur. Giving himself a pep talk. He's probably like, "Come on, Wilbur. You got it, Wilbur."
It looks like he's starting to
focus. And you guys, we are gonna try to set up audio for the next match so we can listen in on players. We hear you. We're working with your feedback. Just be flexible with us because you know it's a big project, and we'll try to make it as fun as possible for the fans.
Whoa! I don't know that. So this is a great plan. The only issue is if George remembers about en passant, which sometimes they forget, but I don't think George is gonna forget. But then again, you know.
Yeah. This is kind of like a ninja move, okay? It's the trickiest move in chess probably, and a lot of beginners don't even know it's possible because usually you can only take pawns that are sideways to you, but you can do it in this position because it passed by 2 times. You don't have to remember the rules if you're new. You just have to remember that George has to play this. Otherwise, then Wilbur actually has some chances. And what he's doing correctly is he's going for something aggressive.
Oh no, what if Wilbur doesn't know about en passant? Because I remember when it happened in Tubbo's game, he didn't know what it was. He was mind blown and he was so upset that they took the pawn like that. And what if Wilbur doesn't know and George doesn't and then he's confused?
What if Wilbur thinks it's a hack and he gets upset?
Okay, let's see if George is gonna do it. Maybe we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But the en passant move always throws off Minecrafters, I noticed. Tubbo was very, very shook.
But Tubbo learned now, and that's what it's important. Everybody's learning. George is taking his time here, which is good. They are getting less and less time here. So 8 minutes to 10 minutes, still plenty of time. And honestly, we don't know what's gonna happen here. At this level of rating, it could go either way.
George is taking his sweet time. He's really thinking. We're chatting.
George takes it really seriously. That's what I really like.
That's the advice I gave all the players because yesterday when they were playing, they were speeding through their games and blundering instantly. So I told everyone you have to play much slower. It looks like they're taking that advice.
Okay, so if George doesn't see this move, what he's gonna do is he's gonna move his bishop back, and that's also okay.
Yeah, it's still a good position for white.
However, if he does see this and Wilbur takes with his pawn, then this knight is gonna be hanging for free, and George is gonna be up 2 pieces, which is pretty hard to do.
No. Wilbur looks confused. He doesn't know.
He just mouthed the words. How?
We forgot to teach him about tired. We had to end it early, and I wanted to let him sleep. Oh no.
Wilbur is not happy. And also, in my head, I thought, you know what? It never happens. What are the odds it happens?
I was like, it's not gonna happen in their first game. Like, come on, we're not playing the high intense, high complexity chess. But I was very wrong. Oh, Wilbur.
Wilbur's probably reporting bug right now on chess.com. Okay, well.
Oh God, we're gonna have to apologize to Wilbur.
Okay.
George has some explaining to do to Wilbur, and now he's just like mind blown. I told you this would happen. But it's okay, you know what? It's just a pawn. If he saves his knight, it's gonna be fine. It's just a pawn and a bishop, but just a pawn for now.
All right, you guys. Well,
he's so mad.
Wilbur needs to just roll with the punches here. He needs to just. He can't even take with the rook because then his rook is hanging, and now his knight is under attack. So actually what he needs to do is protect this knight. Otherwise, we're gonna have some problems here.
On the bright side, Wilbur will never forget about en passant again. Okay, so he defended something, but not the right piece. Now his knight is hanging. George might even get a pass pawn. Oh no. I think Wilbur just got a little bit mentally defeated by being so mind-blown from the en passant, which is really sad.
Aww.
For Wilbur, no.
You know, this reminds me of the scene in his music video, which if you guys haven't seen Wilbur's YouTube, you should. He has this video called I'm in Love with an E-Girl, and at some point the girl rejects him, and it turns black and white, and he's just crying in the shower.
This is Wilbur versus en passant. I didn't know the pawns move like that. I can just see it. Oh, but they're laughing about something.
Yeah. No, we're just kidding. He's not gonna be sad, Bert. He's been smiling throughout. We're just
smiling through the
poking
pain.
A little bit of fun.
At least,
you know what Wilbur did right? He had a really good attitude. He knew he was playing somebody really hard. He played the opening well. He missed one tactic that even George missed, which is okay. And now he's in a really difficult position where he's playing somebody who's stronger than him. He's down pieces. Some weird ninja shoot just happened on his board, and he has to figure that out.
But honestly, if he takes on the b6 pawn, it's not even that bad. He's putting pressure on the bishop. I'm more worried about his time. So he's playing with a fidget spinner. Okay, glad he's taking it very seriously.
No, that's actually good. Sometimes
fidgeting
helps you think. A lot of chess players have pieces off the board and they fidget with them, or they just fidget with their pencil.
I've never seen the fidget spinners in the chess tournaments, but maybe it's just, you know, a modern thing. It was happening after COVID.
Yeah, what I would try to do if I was Wilbur here is just keep going. So at this point, he should take this pawn, and he's lower on time, but if George gets in time pressure, or if he makes a mistake, because maybe he'll get overconfident and he'll relax. That's when he takes advantage. He just has to keep going and keep fighting. That's the number one thing here. So let's see if he takes this pawn. That would be a really great start.
He's Wilbur Rook. He's got to use that rook.
Come on, Wilbur. We believe in you, man. You can do it.
The time, though. He's almost half his time, which makes sense because as an experienced player, the big advantage is that George is faster and has played more blitz. So if it gets down to last minutes, George is going to have even a bigger upper hand. But maybe he's going to blunder before that. Who knows?
Still, we need to give credit to George as well. He's playing this, and he saw the en passant and the knight move. So obviously, we're talking a lot about Wilbur because he's the underdog, and you always want to see the underdog do his best. But George has honestly been playing a great game other than when
Why is he getting so excited about this pawn move?
He's like, pawn move, let's go! Wilbur, it was the other pawn.
Not the right pawn, you man. He just had to go one more over.
We needed the other pawn, Wilbur, but that's okay.
It's okay, he's onto something. He's using those mind games. And maybe the fact that there is actually no threat. George is going to be so confused, he's going to play worse. I think that's the strategy.
I think we got a raid from chess.com. So thank you so much, chess.com,
thank you
for
so
the
much,
raid.
Chess.
We really appreciate it. I think you guys were doing commentary on Tata Steel, which has, you know, the #1 player in the world who is playing today. But we have the #1 players in people's hearts, and that is the Minecraft community. So thank you so much, chess.com. We appreciate y'all. Tata just ended. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chess.
So huge shout out to
Chess was in the chat earlier. I saw him spamming Gogi.
Gogi?
Gogi or Gogi? How do you say it? I think of a Gogurt.
What's a Gogurt?
You don't know what a Gogurt is? You've never had a Gogurt?
You mean
The yogurts? Yes.
Oh, they were called something else when I was. I didn't like it because it would cut the side of my.
Yeah,
lips.
I would always get little lip cuts on
and
the
then
yogurt.
I smile and I
it was
look
kind
like
of
Joker.
dangerous. I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on. Wilbur needs to take his pawn.
Here George made a mistake. If he would have pushed b7 and attacked the rook, maybe go one move behind, he would have had a pass pawn defended by his bishop. He would have killed Wilbur pretty soon. But now that he traded, he's actually giving Wilbur some more chances.
And Wilbur took with the correct piece here. So if you notice, Wilbur has already moved his rook twice. So what he wants to do now is bring other pieces into the game. So that's why he took with his queen. He's now putting pressure on George's bishop.
I like it.
George needs to take care of his bishop here. So maybe he's going to go back. Maybe he's going to go to the center. On the other side, there's also this knight pin. So there are some ideas for Wilbur to hang on to, but he is getting under 4 minutes.
Yeah, if he had a little bit more time, I honestly think it'd be really close. But it's still close. I really like the semi-open file that he's playing on.
And I like that he's not giving up and he's finding good moves.
He's still finding good moves. That is a great skill because it's easy to get discouraged after the big bamboozling en passant, after that bishop. But no, he's still looking for his best moves. He hasn't given up on the game.
All right. So here he moved his bishop away into safety. And now Wilbur has to come up with some plan. I think one thing he can try to do is just bring his rook and be defensive. Try to make safe moves quickly and hope that George gets in time pressure and ends up blundering somehow.
Yeah, this one is yours, by the way.
Oh, Andrea poured me water.
Yes.
All right, continue explaining. I'm gonna take
I don't know. We try to do some strategy with Wilbur, but nice. But I don't know. He did find a move like with the exact.
You're gonna go on to win the tournament.
We got there on you.
I'm gonna play my instinct. You know, I thought you'd do that as well, but I didn't have much of a plan for it. If you did, that was one of those occasions where I had to think to myself, he's gonna do that. God. What does Wilbur do in this occasion? You know.
What does he do?
Yeah. What does he do?
So they really have just been talking to each other this entire game.
What will Wilbur do?
What will Wilbur do?
Using his last 2 minutes and 40 seconds very wisely.
Will he use his willpower to?
I feel like you need to checkmate. I feel like if it's your first game, you're gonna win the tournament. You need a checkmate, right? So
I don't quite see a checkmate right now.
No, but I feel like if I run down the time, that's like the lame-o response, isn't it? That's like the loser move.
Yeah, you don't want to lose.
Wilbur's gonna flag.
That means we've only got 2.5 minutes to figure out how to check.
I don't want to play on time, do I? Yeah.
George has 8 minutes, and he's the one talking about
I don't
time.
quite see.
Dude, what do you reckon the lip readers are coming up with for this one?
Oh, we hear you now, Wilbur. Do they know we hear them?
Yeah.
Oh God, they don't know we hear them.
Yeah,
do you reckon we can swear? Do you reckon we can swear and they won't know?
We can't hear them.
You can try it. That's too risky for me. I couldn't risk it.
George,
Mute them!
give us a goggy frick. Can you give us a goggy frick?
A goggy frick.
A goggy frick.
No, it's fine. Just leave it.
Frick!
Yes! Gangster!
Wow, I'm glad these intellectuals
What do?
are really keeping the commentary focused on the
You fucking tell me, mate. It's
kid-friendly.
I'm looking for the optimal move.
Oh,
I just missed a call from my dad. I didn't pick it up.
No.
He's not gonna know. He might think I'm dead.
Father Gog!
Father Gogmeister.
Does he not know that you don't wake up for another 3 hours?
No. He just calls me whenever. He knows I'm on random time.
I'm still so pissed off that you did the fucking thing with the L shape on the pawn.
I told you!
That I put
en
down.
passant.
Yeah, what do you call it? En passant.
En passant. It's
What,
French.
you French? What, you fucking French?
That's what it's called. That's the thing.
Fucking French, George?
That's what it's called. Look, it's on the right where it says 12 and there's a question mark next to it and the move thing. Hover over it.
There's not even a question mark next to mine.
Chad, you asked for this. Don't. This is
My
not
game's just like, fuck you, you know what an en passant is.
Yeah, you know. No, it's because your elo's so high that it. That actually might be
my
it.
elo's so high
That
that
actually
they
might
go,
be it.
No
That
need
might
for
be it.
What? They just don't give me an en passant.
Yeah, your elo's too high that they don't bother.
Is it anything like an ampersand? Because I know what those are.
It's kind of different, I think. Alright.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna clean this up.
There goes my hero.
George can definitely play distracted, but I don't know how much Wilbur can.
Yeah.
You're gonna present yourself to me.
Ooh, hot.
You're gonna present your king to me. I mean.
Ooh, even sexier. Right.
Well,
I don't really know.
Just take it,
what
Wilbur.
you're going for here.
Just take it.
Wilbur,
Because I'm on
it's
a white
pretty
space,
nice.
and all of your pieces can only enter green spaces at the moment,
Take
apart from
it.
queen, and your rooks that are trapped.
Wilbur doesn't
So,
see what the knight is hanging.
Take it. He's in check. He has to see it.
Unless he plays king h8 and gives his bishop.
I don't, dude. Who even likes chess? Like, you just came to me and told me there's a fucking patch for chess where they literally take a pawn in like a fucking L shape. If chess is such a good game, why does it need patches?
No.
Why does it need a version
good
2.0? Chess V2. Chess version 2.
I would like to thank
Jesus Christ.
Check this out. You're gonna like this
What
one.
a
Ready?
shit. What's a DLC next time?
Yeah, they're adding microtransactions to chess.
They're adding microtransactions to chess, yeah.
You can buy extra pieces for a small fee.
Right, well, it looks like you're on 1 minute. Click here to use 5 gems to buy an extra 3 minutes of time.
You know,
Boom!
thinking of revolutionary improvements to the ancient
Why'd you
game of
shout
chess.
boom at me? I don't like loud noises, Goggy.
Hey, really?
Oh, okay.
I don't give a shit.
Wait, no, wasn't that? Didn't you message me one time?
Yeah, I messaged you because I was worried you didn't like loud noises.
Wait, why did you think that?
Because I don't remember. I think oh no,
Wilbur,
someone on Twitter was like, "It's so nice how Wilbur's trying to be quiet because he knows George doesn't like loud sounds." And I saw it and I was like, "Wait, George doesn't like loud sounds?" And so I like DM'd you like, "George, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be noisy, man."
I don't know.
I think
I don't know
Wilbur
why.
just knows he's
Well, okay, on the line.
There's not really much I can do, is there? I mean, your queen's got to take summon.
Wilbur just
you know?
wanted a chance to
It's
chill
right
with
there in the
George.
middle.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, I'm on my last minute,
true.
you know.
Stop
George, I want you to have a checkmate.
What?
You know?
I don't see a checkmate.
I want you to have a checkmate,
Wilbur,
George.
where's the
I
confidence?
don't want this first game to be without a goggy checkmate, you know?
A gogmate.
Wilbur, you're playing on the wrong side.
That sounds like a sex toy, George. Be careful with that.
I don't think they know that we are
Do I?
You've got 35 seconds. You have to move.
What do you mean?
You've got 30 seconds. Otherwise it's ending.
Oh no! Take Vegas queen! Vegas queen! Vegas queen! Vegas queen!
Do that? I just gave the queen to you, pretty much. You can look.
Oh wait.
Yeah, you can just take
Oh,
it,
wait.
man.
No, I can't. I moved.
I can't do this.
It's your move. You have 15 seconds. Oh my god.
What?
Okay, I messed up. I was like, oh, I can checkmate him.
I mean, you're still gonna win on time. You're still
Oh
gonna
my
win on
God.
time, right?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna win on time.
Like,
Oh
I've
my
got
God,
14 seconds.
He doesn't
I
even know how
messed
to
up.
pre-move.
No, I was like, I saw the checkmate one move away, and I got too happy with it.
No! No! Oh man, it's just that there. Go on, get your checkmate, Goggy.
Quick, move! I'm
Checkmate,
thinking, I'm
Goggy,
trying to
go!
checkmate you. I'm trying.
Goggy, go!
I'm trying. Move!
Get your checkmate.
Move!
Get your
Move!
checkmate.
Move!
Go,
I'm
Goggy! Goggy, get
I
the
don't see the
checkmate.
checkmate. I don't see it.
Get the
Where
fucking
is it?
checkmate. I'm
I
on.
don't
It's
see
open.
it. I
It's
don't see
open.
it. Move!
It's
I don't know
open.
where it
It's
is.
open. Get your checkmate.
It's coming!
Get
Here
your
it is!
checkmate. Get your
Wait!
checkmate.
Oh
Goggy.
no! No!
What do you mean no?
I don't. Wait,
Oh,
where? Where
What
is
do you
it?
mean where? Just go. I've got
Boom.
7 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
So now, go, keep going.
Move!
You've almost got it.
I don't. Oh my god!
Wilbur,
Again.
you know,
I
he
have time,
thinks
I have time.
chess is
Oh
a
no,
team
but no,
sport.
come on, think.
It's okay, we need this
Okay,
in the chess
what if I-
community. It's a new type
No.
of chess.
Andrea, I'm
I
in
have to-
stock.
I
The
clicked the wrong
first game
thing.
Isn't even over.
Okay, slowly.
Well-
I don't even care. Take my knight. I don't care.
What?
Wilbur,
Oh,
you're
seconds,
gonna
you have to
flag.
I forgot. I had to move.
Okay, he has mate.
You have to move, you have to move, you have to
Go
move.
here,
Oh, yeah,
move,
shit.
and then
Oh, wait,
move
I
like
can't.
this, and it's
You have
mate
to-
There we
at
go.
6.
Yeah, no, I
Is
just
he
forgot
gonna
how
lose
check
on the
works. Give me a
board or
break.
on the clock, chat?
I just
Oh my
forgot how
God.
check
You have to
works.
move. You have to move. Oh. You have to move.
Wilbur, George just
I'm
also wanted
trying.
to flag so that he can at least check.
Warning
George,
you.
try to
This
get
is
the
quite
check.
confusing.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Boom.
There you go. Nice
There it
job.
Oh, that was a fair
Oh my God.
game.
My computer.
Well, that was, great sportsmanship.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what just happened.
We're gonna have some talk with them.
Well, yeah, that.
Luckily for you, there is a post-game interview. We're gonna have some very serious questions for the both of them.
We are back, and Wilbur, George, you guys are unmuted. I think it's important for you to know that because while you were playing, you didn't know we unmuted, and one of you dropped a very friendly couple of F-bombs in front of everyone.
A couple is an understatement.
Oh my god.
You didn't tell me. I thought we were muted.
It's okay, Wilbur. Today we failed you. We didn't tell you about the Emphassant.
Yeah, when he did that diagonal thing, I was like, no, I'm not happy with that. That was ridiculous.
I really thought you knew, but
You
I
didn't
guess
prepare well enough.
Patch. What, you need to give me the bloody update history for this game. I don't know all the
You
patches.
didn't read the update logs.
I don't know all the
Honestly,
patch logs.
we never thought it was gonna happen. It's so
we
rare.
really didn't think it was gonna happen again.
And we'll just show it on the screen in a second when we're
And it
ready.
happened game one. Game
Yeah.
one.
But Wilbur, it seemed like you tried to pick yourself up after George did that, or you were just angry. What was going on?
I tried
couldn't
to
really
what
tell.
myself?
Pick
What did I-
yourself back up.
I'm always trying to. But you know what? As a professional chess player with 1400 elo, every time I get knocked down, I have to fight my way back up. You know, I don't stop. That's what makes me the real winner here. Was that I went in and I put in a good showing, and you know what? I exceeded expectations. I want to say. So yeah,
You did,
I'm the
Wilbur.
real winner.
You did.
I'm the real winner today.
You did.
I totally agree with that. You had a great attitude. I think George was really sweating until that Emphassant, and then I think you're just in a moment of chaos. But
Exactly.
you definitely overperformed.
And then at the end there, it seemed like instead of playing against each other, you were playing with each other as a team.
And actually, Wilbur, if you could have played on the increment, once we took his queen, it could have been your game. But you were just rooting for him so much, you didn't want to win.
I think the problem is that I was on a 9 seconds of time, and I
you
thought,
really didn't have
right,
much
I could
time.
run out the time and lose by time, or we could just get Gog the checkmate,
You
and that's
just
a
kept
way better
saying,
thing.
"Make me Goggy," and we're like, "What is going on
Wilbur,
here?"
I wonder where all your time went, because I recall when you have under 3 minutes, and for 2 minutes you're just ranting about things like that. So maybe that was where all your time went.
Also, when we unmuted you, you went on a rant about chess. Would you like to take any of those statements back, Wilbur?
What did I say? I honestly, the red
what
mist.
point did you unmute us at?
When he started talking about how chess sucks and there need to be patches.
Look, the red mist was in front of my eyes, but I can't say I want to take anything back. If you've got a game that's been around for thousands of years, at least have it right first time, you know.
Yeah.
Can't make up the rules as you go along with French words.
And he just wasn't having it. He wasn't. Having it.
You can't just say, "Oh yeah, let's just slap a French word in there," and then we've got a brand new, system.
Actually, don't know how old Emphassant is.
That's all right.
That's one of the
How
very
old is
few patches. Probably still pretty ancient though.
Yeah.
Why was it put in? Do you have a history for me?
That is a great question, Wilbur.
Honestly,
I
we
really
don't know,
should look
Wilbur.
into that.
It was put in history so George could use it against you in BlockChamps.
It was just for
I
this
told you it's a bad game. I told you it's a bad game. They got to try and take me down, you know. Well, I must say though, that certainly was a game of chess, and I certainly feel like I've played chess today.
You played chess.
You played a bit of chess.
I do feel like I played chess today, which is more than can be said for my one training lesson where I felt like I was just being bullied for an hour.
Oh, he's coming. For you.
You're coming for us today, Wilbur.
You know what? We're just teaching about Emphassant. Wilbur, I'll take it.
Yeah, thanks for being such a good sport, Wilbur. And George, congratulations. So up next, if we can just pull up the brackets quickly so we can tell you who you're going to be playing. You are going to be playing against the winner of Tubbo versus Fundy. And that's going to happen after we get the results of the other games. So you have some time to chill and do whatever you want until then, George.
All right.
Sleep.
They won't be
Yeah,
as
I'm gonna
nice
have a
as
quick
Wilbur
nap.
was. There won't be as much on your team, I'll tell you that.
All right. Well, thank you so much, George and Wilbur. You guys were awesome.
Thanks for being
All
good
right.
sports.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.